Okay, so just finding a nice comfortable seat. When you get there, let's just roll the shoulders back. And then you can start to roll the shoulders forward. And then we're gonna roll back again. I don't know about you guys, but I'm extra crunchy in the shoulders today. Just allow your shoulders to release down your back and then just peek down at your feet. So make any little adjustments that you need to. You wanna have your legs about hips distance apart. So knees landing over your ankles. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you're a little bit shorter, or your chair is a little bit taller, you could always slide a blanket underneath your feet just to help even things out. So we want the knees out directly from the hips. And then just place your hands on your thighs. If it feels better to have your arms by your side, sometimes that can feel nice as well. See what feels comfortable. Close your eyes here. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. And then open your mouth. Sigh the breath out, let it go ha. Do that a couple more times. So filling up, you might even pause at the top, sip in a little more air, and then let it all go. The holiday weekend, the busyness of summer, anything that might be stressing you out. And just putting it aside for the next hour. You're giving yourself permission to check in, to slow down, to stretch, to strengthen, to breathe. So as you feel ready, you begin to find the rhythm of your breath. So inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. And you're welcome to do your Ujjayi breath. So constricting the sides of your throat a little bit. You're going to make a little bit of sound in the back of your throat as you inhale and exhale. This is just a heating breath, so it helps to warm things up inside. But that sound can also be nice for us. It gives us, it's like a little thing to focus our attention on. Do a little body scan here. Just observe if there are any places where you are gripping or holding on. And it's almost like you're not even aware of it. That happens a lot. So particularly in the shoulders, sometimes we can clench the hands, or the feet can get a little rigid, the face, the jaw can start to tighten up. See if you can release and relax those spots. Just another moment or two here. With each inhale, it feels like you're growing a little taller. You're finding space through the sides of your waist. So you exhale, you're rooting down into your sit bones. And then you have the option to keep your eyes closed here. You can open them if you'd like, but we're just going to shrug our shoulders up towards our ears. So we're going to create a lot of tension. You can even kind of clench the muscles in your face. And then sigh the breath out. Let everything relax down. Let's do that a few more times. So actually really trying to create some tension so we can enjoy that sense of release and relief that comes. A couple more. Good. So releasing your shoulders down. Again, let's just start with our hands on our thighs and start to bring your chin towards your chest. Maybe even kind of go a little bit side to side in the neck as you're doing that. Just trying to get the back of the neck to really lengthen and to release, trying to let go. It's surprisingly hard to do. The shoulders love to creep up around the ears here. So trying to feel them really nice and heavy. Maybe go ahead and release your arms by your side. So gravity helps to keep those shoulders releasing. Might even intensify the stretch that you're feeling in the back of your neck. Keep your chin tucked here. Just as you exhale, make that little quarter circle journey, right ear towards right shoulder. Let's inhale, come to center. Keep chin tucked as you exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. And again, just try to keep that shoulder blades both releasing down. Inhale back to center. So stretching the breath out, moving nice and slow. Let's just continue like this for several rounds. And you can just find a pace that feels good as you exhale. Ear comes towards shoulder. The inhale carries you to center. Just going side to side, and you're moving at your own pace. So we're starting to link up this idea of vinyasa. Vinyasa happens anytime we are linking breath with movement. It can be super simple. It can be a little more complex, like our sun salutes. This usually feels really good though for many of us. It has this calming quality. It's kind of like we've given the brain something to chew on, as opposed to when we're just being static in a pose, the thoughts can really kick up. These look really good, everybody. Let's just say the next time your right ear is towards your right shoulder, you're gonna hang out there, continue breathing. If this is super intense, you're gonna take hands back on thighs. Otherwise, you can keep reaching through fingertips. And you can just kind of play with maybe lifting the chin slightly and then tucking it again. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale off to the left. Ooh, I'm feeling that. Holding here. How is this side different? Maybe just kind of playing with lifting the chin slightly and then tucking the chin. Observing if that switches or changes where you're getting sensation and stretch. Especially getting and doing the neck work like this, it can be really, really intense. It kind of catches the breath sometimes. So really be mindful to keep your breath moving. Good. Come back to center. And let's just hang out here, kind of shrug the shoulder blades down your back. See if you can just visualize your chin coming a little closer to your chest. That might not actually happen. It may be more of an idea. But again, just try to find lots of length in the back of the neck. Try to release the grip. It's like the hardest thing in the world to do. Carry a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders. All right, so inhale, start to just lift your chin. So coming to your nice mountain pose. Good, and if your arms aren't by your side, just go ahead and release them there. You can even let your Palms face open, so you're feeling really wide and open across your heart and chest. There's a little external rotation in the arms. Root into your sit bones as you inhale. Let's take our left arm up overhead, lean a little bit to the right. Nice. As you exhale, release that arm down, and then inhale, right arm up and over. And we continue like this. So again, a little more vinyasa flow, nice and easy. Linking breath with movement at a pace that feels good to you. Some days it feels really nice to move a little faster. Some days we need to slow things down, stretch things out. What do you need today? You're always checking in with your breath, just listening to that inhale and that exhale through your nose. And then also, you know, too, that you're always modifying as needed. So every time we come to our mat, things are feeling different in our bodies. So we're always making little adjustments, and that's like a really smart thing to do. It's a sign of being a wise yogi. Good. Let's do a couple more to each side with this flow, and then we'll come into a hold. Really beautiful work. So the next time your left arm is reaching up and over, you're leaning off to the right, just hang out there. And then just anchor down into that left sit bone. You can pretend that you have somebody there giving you a little adjustment. And as you anchor there, it gives you the leverage to spin those right ribs up. If this doesn't feel good, maybe a better option is to bend your elbow. You could even just be leaning off to the side. So again, as we come into holds, things can feel a little more uncomfortable. Every time we get on our mats, it's a little different. So we're always adjusting. That's okay. The poses don't need to look a certain way. All right, deep inhale. Exhale, release that side. And then inhale. Right arm comes up and over. Your shoulder blades are releasing down your back. You're feeling this nice lateral side stretch. Anchoring into that right sit bone as much as possible. Yes, it's going to lift a little bit. Maybe looking up underneath that top arm so that stretches into the neck a little bit as well. Really beautiful. Again, variations. There's just modify as you need to. Sometimes that requires you to experiment, to play around. Good. Exhale, release. And let's just bring our hands to our thighs and let's start to move into a little cat-cow. So finding your sit bones. If you're sitting a little further back in your chair, maybe you want to scoot forward a little bit so you can adjust that way. And then again, just check that knees are over ankles. And taking your hands on thighs or knees, we're going to inhale, rock forward on our sit bones. So you find this arch in your lumbar, cobra pose in your upper body. And then as we exhale, we start to round in, letting your chin release towards your chest. Inhale, rocking forward into this cow position, and then exhale, finding your cat. So moving the action into the spine here, gently warming it up, paying attention to the sensations that you're getting. What parts of the spine does the movement feel a little easier for you? Where are you feeling a little constricted, a little congested? Really nice if you'd like to add your arms into the mix here. As you inhale and arch, you can stretch your right arm forward and up any amount. Exhale, release it down, round in. And then inhale, switch arms. Nice, really nice. Just finding this lovely rhythm in your body, just enjoying this meditative feeling that it provides. And if you're adding your arms into the mix, let's finish up on the left side. And then just come back to your mountain pose, Tadasana, so finding your nice tall seat. Then let's get into the pelvic girdle, the hips a little bit, the shoulders. So just finding your little inner belly dancer here, swiveling around the hips, which always feels really good. And this can be as big or as little as feels right in your body. Nice work. Begin to switch directions. Good. Come back to center. So find both sit bones sitting nice and tall. And then let's get into the hips a little bit here. So go ahead and take right ankle above left knee. If that's not happening for you today, a nice variation would just be to open up that right leg. So just finding a little external rotation in the upper leg. And then you can take your right hand and gently press back. If you are in the seated version here, the seated pigeon, you can take your right hand and press down. If it feels like you need more sensation, just being here like this might be enough. So you're paying attention, you're noticing. You're still pressing into your sit bones, you're still lengthening tall through the sides of your waist. Feel this open sensation across your heart and chest. Breath smooth and steady. So pretty deep hip stretch for many of us. And again, just notice how sometimes coming into these static poses where we're holding, yes, it can feel good, but it can also be really intense. The chatter in the brain can start to kick up. That's okay. But we just remind ourselves to come back to the breath, to that sound, to the sensations in our body whenever we notice that we've gotten distracted. So we are always working on building the mindfulness muscle as much as we're working on stretching and strengthening parts of the body. So you're welcome to stay here. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, a couple of options, maybe bring your palms together at your heart. And you're only going to do this if you feel really stable and balanced in your seat, and then you hinge forward any amount. And as I just move forward like a centimeter, and I started to get a little more. So you can stay here like this. Another great variation, if you have blocks, is to have the blocks in front of you. So essentially just bringing the floor a little closer so you have something to place your hands on. And then keep breathing. Send the exhale to that glute, outer right hip region. Just visualize it creating some space and some ease. Particularly if there is a lot of sensation in your body, you're trying to remain calm. You're trying not to grip places that you don't need to. Easier said than done sometimes. Beautiful work, everyone. All right, so if you're folded in, as you inhale, start to make your way out. And then let's find a twist here. So as you inhale, stretch your arms out. Good. As you exhale, start to spin your ribs to the left, or to the right rather, any amount. And then kind of just depends on how good twisting feels in your body, how easy it is. So you just might have your left hand on your left ankle. You can grab a piece of chair behind you. A few of us might bring left hand to the outside of that right knee. And then if you're in this variation, again, you're just kind of playing with, you're seeing how far feels okay to go. And I often think it's better to err on the side of doing less. That's a difficult choice to make sometimes. We really want to go for it. But you do want to be in a place where you're comfortable. Perhaps you are starting to bring your gaze out over your right shoulder. Moving in that direction if it feels okay. Good, deep inhale. As you exhale, come back to center, unwind. So let's go ahead, if you are in that seated pigeon pose here, let's take our right thigh entirely over our left thigh. And if you're here in this kind of warrior two version of your legs for the hip opener, go ahead and bring that leg in and then cross. So more neutral with our hips here. They're both facing the same direction. Inhale, stretch our arms out. We're going to give ourselves a hug. We're going to take the right arm underneath. All right, so elbows are stacking on top of each other. You can just hold on to the outer edges of your shoulder blades. And let's find some cat-cow here. As you inhale, find the arch, lift the elbows. And then as you exhale, lower belly pulls towards the spine, elbows release down. Inhaling, arching. Good. As you exhale, release in. Couple more. Inhale. Finding your arch. Exhale, round in. And then we're going to inhale here. Kind of just find a nice, neutral, tall spine. Feel that core support. Perhaps you stay here like this with your arms. Maybe you can bring the backs of your hands together. Maybe you can bring your palms to press. In whatever variation you're practicing right now, you're letting your elbows lift, your shoulder blades release down. Garudasana, eagle pose. And let's keep pressing down into our sit bones and just find a little twist in the upper body here. So as you exhale, this is going to be tiny. You're not going to go very far. Just twist to the left. Inhale to center. As you exhale, feel thigh squeeze in, twist to the right. Nice work. Inhale, come to center. Let's do one more of those to each side. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Now let's just go ahead and release the arms. So stretch them out and up. That should feel really nice. Beautiful. And then you can release your arms by your side. Go ahead and uncross your right thigh. And we'll take that sequence to the second side, which could feel really different in your body. So just because you did one variation of the pose on the last side doesn't mean that it's going to look exactly the same on this side. So again, our options here are to cross our left ankle above our right knee. If it is available in your body, you could flex that left foot. That just helps to engage the muscles around the knee. You can also press left hand down. That's especially nice if you tend to be a little more open in your hips and you're not getting much sensation. That's just going to intensify things a little bit. And then, of course, our second option here is to open up that left leg. So this is kind of a warrior two leg here. My knee is over my ankle, and you just open to the place where you're feeling a little stretch. Just being like this might be intense enough. Maybe you want to use that left hand to press back into the thigh. So using the strength of your arm to help you find a little more of that hip opening. Super intense. The hips get really tight. Make sure that you're not clenching your teeth. You don't necessarily have to smile doing this, but do keep your face nice and relaxed. Paying attention to how this side feels different in your body, if it feels different. Beautiful work. So if you're getting sensation, this is a great place to stay. If you want to forward fold in and you feel safe doing that, again, maybe bring your palms together at your heart and then start to hinge forward. And you might not need to go very far at all before you feel things starting to intensify a little bit. And then again, the other really nice option here is hands on blocks if you have them. Beautiful work, everyone. Hello, hips. Okay, so nice and easy as you inhale. If you took that forward fold, come on up. Inhale, stretch your arms out wide. And then as we exhale, we start to twist to the left. Good, so really reaching out wide across your arms. And then again, being really mindful. For some of us, twists can feel really intense. If that's you, you go less far, you don't go as deep. But you can go ahead and release your arms here. Right hand to the inside of the right thigh. Maybe it comes to the outside. You play around, see where feels good for you. Then you feel these lowermost right ribs just twisting around for the ride. You find a place to gaze so that your neck feels comfortable. A few of us might be beginning to gaze out over that left shoulder. Pay attention to your inhale here. In these twisted poses, it's obviously everything's getting wrung out in contracted, so it's harder to feel the expansion of the inhale, but see if you can still sense a little bit of that feeling. Good, deep inhale. Exhale, start to unwind, come back to center. So we're going to come into our Garudasana eagle pose legs. So if you have your left ankle crossed over your right knee, just slide that entire thigh. If you're in this warrior two version, make your way back to your Tadasana and then take left thigh over right thigh. So again, we've gone from left hip and external rotation to both hips neutral. They're facing the same direction. You can find inner thighs, outer thighs squeezing in towards each other a little bit here. So you root into your sit bones. You're getting nice and tall through the sides of your waist. We're going to inhale, stretch our arms out wide. We find that hug again. This time, left arm comes underneath. You're just starting with the elbows stacking, and they're lifting a little bit, but you don't have to overdo it. So we're gonna kind of move in that direction as we find this cat-cow sensation. So as you inhale, arch, elbows lift, maybe even gaze comes up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, chin to chest, elbows release down, rounding in your thoracic, your upper spine. Inhaling, arching. As you exhale, round in, couple more. Good, inhale, lifting. Finding that cow stretch, and then exhale, moving in the opposite direction, getting into the cat stretch. Inhale, just come to a neutral place here, so you're sitting nice and tall. Option to keep arms like this. Maybe you want to press the backs of the hands together. Maybe you want to fully pretzel yourself if that's available in your shoulders. Wherever you're at, elbows lift, shoulder blades release down. So full Garudasana, eagle pose. Breath smooth and steady. This is a pretty nice shoulder stretch here. So if you're feeling it there, that makes sense. Let's keep our lower body the same, but let's just find that small twisting action. So as you exhale, wrap left ribs to the right. Nice work. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Good, inhale, center. Good, exhale to the right. Inhale to center. And then exhale to the left. Beautiful work. As you inhale, come to center. Oh, and we're feeling this in the shoulders and the arms. So release, reach up and overhead, maybe press palms, gaze up. And then as you exhale, just release your arms by your side. Can uncross that left thigh. Let's just pause here a moment, finding our mountain pose, closing our eyes, just doing a check-in here. So pausing to notice how you're feeling, pausing to notice the sensations that you're getting in your body. Perhaps you're feeling a little more heat. Maybe it feels like you're sitting a little taller with a greater sense of ease. Maybe today things are still feeling pretty challenging. Sometimes it's like that. So it's all good. Welcome it, notice it. Then blink your eyes open. Let's just find a little bit of flow here, just a few rounds of half sun salute we might add on. But go ahead and release your arms by your side. As you inhale, take up space, reach arms out, or you can also reach forward and up if that feels better for you or if space dictates. Nice, so our extended mountain pose. As we exhale, we're gonna fold in. So if you feel safe, if you wanna use the core a little bit, swan dive in, otherwise hands come to your thighs to help you ease your way in. Back of the neck lengthens and releases. As you inhale, you can press hands into blocks or hands on thighs, chest extends forward, gaze comes forward. So this is like the cobra portion of this sun salute. As you exhale, you fold back in. And then inhale, again, you can use your hands to help you press up to seated, or you can take arms out wide. They reach up overhead, press. Maybe you gaze up. And then as you exhale, hands release to your heart center. So let's do 2 more just like that. As you inhale, reach up, Utthita Hastasana into Dasana, extended mountain. As we exhale, we fold into our Uttanasana, so our deep forward fold. Our inhale carries us into our Ardha Uttanasana, our half forward fold. Beautiful work. As you exhale back into your Uttanasana, inhale, root down to rise up. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Enjoying this flow, how it feels in your body. Take up space, inhale, reach. And I'm not gonna cue you from here on out. You can just watch. We know these pretty well. Move with your breath at your pace. Beautiful, beautiful work. When you're complete with that round, just pausing with your palms together at your heart. Good, as you exhale, release. We're just gonna do 1 more round. We're gonna add a little lateral side stretching here. So as you inhale, left arm comes up and over. You lean to the right. Good, exhale, release that arm down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Good, exhale, release. This time both arms stretch out and up. As you exhale, hinge forward, fold in. Good, inhale, chest extends forward, gaze comes forward. Let's stay here as you exhale. And then inhale, look to the right. Keep your shoulder heads pressing back. Exhale to center. Inhale, look to the left, so just stretching into the neck a little bit. Exhale to center. Inhale, press down again to get a little longer through the sides of your waist. Beautiful. As you exhale, fold. Press down to rise up. So arms stretch up overhead. Let's bring our right fingertips to our left wrist. Exhale. Side bend to the right. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Left fingertips, right wrist. Exhale, side bend to the left. So nice. Inhale up. And then as you exhale, release your arms down. Palms come to heart center. Again, close your eyes. Few breaths here. Notice how you're feeling. So for a lot of us, it feels super nice to just move with the breath, to flow. Kind of helps us to find that rhythm in our body. We find this sense of moving meditation, which can feel really, really good. All right, so we're going to blink our eyes open. We're going to get into the hips again. So we're going to visit our warrior two pose. So some of us have already been here. I'm going to do this on the right side. And there's going to be a few different variations you can take with your legs. So we're going to start on the right side first. So just opening up that hip. Again, you need to only go as far as you're feeling a little bit of stretch on that outer right hip. You might be feeling this on the groin as well. Do you want to just see that your right knee is landing over your right ankle? So you don't want the knee tracking over. Give yourself a little space. And then this left knee can stay exactly as it is. A few of us might be able to extend that leg straight. If you feel stable there, you can stay here. A few more of us still might open that leg up, and then you're going to roll to the inner edge of that foot. So right hip is opening, this left hip is essentially releasing down, but then we want to square our torso to face forward. So one of those poses where there's like a million different things happening, which is kind of keeps it exciting. There's always something we can focus on. From here, we're going to inhale, stretch our arms up. Good. Exhale, just bring your gaze out over your right fingertips. And then let's just work the arms a little bit. Inhale. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, they release back out by the side. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Arms reach up overhead. Good. Exhale, they release. And then let's find our reverse warrior. So spin your right palm to face up. Inhale, you can grab your chair or a hand. Left hand can come to your left thigh, right arm up and over. Exhale, find your Virabhadrasana 2. Nice work. Inhale, reverse warrior 2. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Let's exhale, hold here. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, you're going to hinge forward at that right hip crease. And then we're just going to bring our right elbow, right thigh. Lift this left arm up. We're wrapping these right ribs up towards the ceiling, so there's a little bit of a twist here. Feeling your shoulder blades stack on top of each other. If it's hard to have this top arm lifted, fingertips to the back of the head, or you can just even let that left hand rest on your left thigh. All good places to be. Nice adjustment, Amy. Maybe you're starting to bring your gaze up. And then let's all spin our palm to face to the right. Reach that left palm to face to the right, but reach that left arm up and over so you're feeling this long stretch through your left side. If it feels okay to do so. Really beautiful work. All right, here we go. As you inhale, find your core, Virabhadrasana 2. And then exhale, release. And then you just make your way back to your mountain pose. So just taking your time, being really safe and steady, finding that Tadasana. And we'll take that sequence to the second side. Again, side to side, the pose does not need to look symmetrical per se. So you adjust as you need to. So finding any amount of hip opening here with this left leg. It's going to look different for all of us. Do just check to see that knee is approximately over your ankle, so you have enough room. Then you could stay here like this. Maybe you extend that right leg to straight. Maybe you open the leg up, but you're feeling this right hip release down, so you're pressing to the inner edge of your foot, squaring your torso. They're all good places to be. I'm going to do this variation on this side. All right, here we go. As we inhale, arms reach. Exhale, gaze out over your left fingertips. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. As you exhale, you come back into your Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, lengthening through the sides of your waist, getting really tall. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Spin your left palm to face up towards the ceiling, finding our reverse warrior, little lateral stretch. Inhale, left arm up and over. Good. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, up and over. Very nice. As you exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Take an inhale here. And then as we exhale, we lengthen, we hinge at that left hip crease, forearm, elbow to that right thigh. Start to extend right arm up if it feels okay. Again, you could just have right hand on hip, maybe fingertips to the back of your neck if that feels better. So play around, experiment. See what you need. We're twisting these left ribs up towards the ceiling. These look great. Check in with your breath. Find that inhale through your nose and that exhale through your nose. And then spin your right palm to face towards the left. Reach that arm up and over if it feels okay to do so in your body. Feel that sensation through the right side of your body. It's kind of like a hurts so good kind of a thing. Maybe you're bringing your gaze up underneath your right arm. Maybe you're not. Both are good. All right, so be really strong here. Don't overthink it. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Nice work. As you exhale, release your hands down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling that in the shoulders. Those warrior poses are a good arm workout. All right, so make your way back to your mountain pose. Close your eyes. Just take a couple rounds of breath here. Good, and then blink your eyes open. Let's do a little pranayama work today. Let's do our alternate nostril breathing. So you can just go ahead and kind of start to stretch out both fingers. We'll do both hands today, even though we're only going to be using one hand here. Feels kind of good. All right, so let's take our right hand. And again, this doesn't have to look a specific way. Classically, your middle and index finger are curling in, and then you're going to block your nostrils with your ring and pinky finger, and then your thumb. So you could be using your thumb and your index finger. The world is not going to end if this doesn't look a specific way. The breath will happen. The magic will happen. All right, so see where you need to be. Find the bony part of your nose so you can feel that, and then just start to lower a little bit so you get more into that cartilage. So that's where we want to have our fingers placed, whatever fingers you're using, and you don't have to press really hard here. So just enough to kind of block one side. All right. And then you can just have your left hand resting on your left thigh. Close your eyes here. Let's take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Full complete exhale through both nostrils. Good. And let's block the left side today. Inhale through the right. Good. Block right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block left. Exhale right. Good. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Good. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Good. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Good. Block left. Exhale right. Okay, just release your right hand down. And just finding natural, normal breathing. And let's be yoga rebels today. Let's go ahead and do the pranayama with our left hand, which is kind of not taught, but why not? Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so same thing. Maybe you're using your ring and your pinky finger, so middle and index finger bending in. If that doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever variation here. All right, so find that bony part of your nose. Nice. And then you just release down a little bit. Okay, so nice deep inhale through both nostrils. You can close your eyes here if you haven't already. Full complete exhale through both nostrils. So let's block right. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. One more complete round. So inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Release your left hand down. And just allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. And we're going to move towards our Shavasana, so you can just stay exactly where you're at. If you have a table in front of you and you want to take a little forward fold, you're welcome to do that. If it's accessible for you to come into classic Shavasana, you're welcome to do that as well. So just find a place where you can be very comfortable and still and restful. So we've worked really hard this past hour. Now we give our bodies and our brains the opportunity to assimilate and incorporate all of that. So really soak up these final quiet moments. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma joy tirgamaya, mrityoma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Take a deeper inhale. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Just bring some gentle movement back to your body. Maybe stretch arms up overhead. And then palms come in a pile on top of your heart. You're sending yourself love and gratitude. We're sending each other love and gratitude. It's such a gift to be able to work like this together. Just promise yourself that you're going to carry this good feeling you've created with you into the rest of the day, the rest of the week ahead. Really beautiful work today. So nice to see all of you again. Namaste. Thank you, guys.